Okay, so this is Ultra Tiny Epic Galaxies, which is why it's super duper tiny. I think these are the dice. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have got the regular Tiny Epic Galaxies, but the Ultra one was like $5, so not a big deal. So I'll be going through the solo play today. I am playing on beginner because it's been quite a long time since I played this. Basically, though, we have our planets to potentially colonize, and this is just kind of our starting setup with culture at 1, energy at 2, and I think I'm just going to start going and kind of explain as it goes along. So, me as the player, I take the first turn. I can roll 4 dice because my empire level is at 1, so I have 2 ships, which are here, and 4 dice I can roll. So, not those. So I roll 4 dice. So tiny. So, the I forget what this is. Colonize. Is that what that one? Utilize a colony? Yeah. I'm going to use that to use my special, or everybody has this ability in the base game. It's to upgrade your empire, spending energy or culture for the next level's cost. Excuse me. So, I'm going to spend the 2 energy that I have, knock that to 0. It has to be the same, and it's whatever level you're going to, that's the cost to get to that level, and it has to be paid from the same resource. So this bumps me up to 2. I still only have 2 ships, but now I will be able to roll 5 dice on my next turn. Unfortunately, gaining these, I would have to be on a planet, which I'm not on a planet. If one of these was energy, I could gain energy for being in my galaxy, but that is not the case. What I can do, however, is use this die converter here by putting 2 dice there, and then I can set this one to anything that I want. And let's see, I think I want to set this to we'll go for the ship, the move a ship, not that one, move a ship action. Normally in the game you can follow somebody's actions, but the AI will not ever do that. So I will use my move a ship action, and I will move my ship to here. So I am orbiting Gort, is this planet, and when you're orbiting, now if I roll this symbol here, this economy symbol, I can choose to advance this ship down the path. If I make it to the end first, before my opponent does, then I will settle this planet, and I will get these 7 points for it. Goal of the game is to be the first person to get to 21 points, so that's pretty substantial. Unfortunately, it's a little bit easier for the AI opponent to get through the planets, but it's a little more luck driven for them. So that is my 4. So now it goes to their turn. Similarly, they have a set amount of dice, so they are rolling 5 dice at the beginning, but they roll them 1 at a time. So first they move a ship. When they move a ship, it goes from their place. They never land on a planet, so they will be in the same spot that I'm at. Joy. If I spend a culture, I can follow any of their dice here. I don't think I want to do that, though. I'm kind of hoping that they roll an energy, because then I'll be able to spend my culture and get 2 energy. So we'll see how that turns out. They move another ship. Great. So now they go here to Umbra Forum, which might not be able to read. Maybe you can. We'll see. Yeah, I still don't want to follow that. Oh my goodness. There are 6 sides to these dice. Alright, for their colony action, they are at this bottom here. I lose 1 energy. I don't have any energy, so that does nothing. I also don't want to follow that because I wouldn't be able to utilize to upgrade to level 3 anyway. They get 1 more die. The economy, advanced economy. So, this is really unfortunate for me because when the player gets this one, they choose 1 ship to advance. When the AI gets this one, they advance each of their ships in the corresponding, it's because it's this symbol. There are some other planets that have the what is this? Diplomacy, this one here. They have a diplomacy symbol, and then it's the same thing. If you roll this, then you can advance on the diplomacy track. Do I want to follow that one? I think I do, actually, because I can only move 1 dude anyway, and I really want to try to get there before him, because that is 7 points. So that is their turn. They did not gain any of this, which is good. And now it goes back to me, and I roll 5 dice. Come on, good stuff. Okay. This is interesting. So, I can do this energy die. Since I have 1 ship in my galaxy, and it has the energy symbol here, then I can gain energy for each ship in here when I take an energy roll. This ship is also on a planet that is providing energy. So if I take this energy die, I get 2 energy. I think I will do that, because that's pretty neat. And then, oh, I maybe should have done that differently. It's fine. This is fine. That's actually an uncolonized planet. Orbiting ships. Fire. No. Perform any 1 die action. Follow that action free. Okay. So I think next I will move my ship from here to this planet. When you move to a planet, you can take the planet action. So this one says to utilize the action of an uncolonized planet. So that's just use somebody else's action. So I will use this one to perform any 1 die action. All other players may follow that action for free, only once per turn. But they don't follow actions. So I'm going to choose to advance economy. Boom. And then I'm going to... Oop, this was that. I screwed up. I should have done this energy one first before moving the ship, since I'm not going to get a bonus for that. Oh well. This is what happens when you are trying to talk through all of the plays. It's fine. So we'll advance economy on that one. Then I may as well just gain the 1 more energy, since I don't have anybody here anymore, just 1 over there. So I'll gain 1 energy. That'll at least put me in range to upgrade next time. And then I will use the culture last. I have 1 ship on a planet that generates culture, so that does get me 1 culture to be able to follow the opponent. Alright. Their turn. They are also still at 5, so here we go. Moving a ship. Neat. I don't want to follow that. Utilizing a colony. I lose an energy. Bogus. and that would take precedence. Their die would activate first before I can follow, so I wouldn't be able to follow, spend 3 resources to upgrade my area, unfortunately. So that's that. I don't want to follow that. Diplomacy. So they cannot do this, so that is just a dead die for them, which is good because I'm not playing on the hard variant where you re-roll dead dice. If it was something that I could follow, I wouldn't be able to because they did not activate the die. And culture. They can do culture. They're blue, so they would gain 1 culture. Boop. I don't think I want to spend my culture to gain 1 culture, because that doesn't make sense. So we'll just have them move ship again. Since they have no ships to move here, they do not move any ships. In which case, I could not follow that action either. And that is their turn. We also have to check and see if they are at max for their culture or energy, which they are not. If they do, we're going to find out what happens with that later. Alright, back to my turn. I still have 5 dice here. And let's do it. Let's maybe think about this a little bit better. Okay. We're going to go with energy first, because that gets us 1 energy, puts us to 3. Then we'll colonize. It costs us 3, so we'll use energy to boost this up to 3. We gain this ship. It goes into our galaxy immediately. And then, do I send the ship out? No. I think what we do is convert, using these 2, change this to energy or economy. Let's go energy. Alright, so since we have 1 in here and 1 out here, we gain 2 energy. We're back in it. And that's all 5 of my dice. AI turn, they still are down here. They make me lose an energy. Lame. Culture. They gain 1 culture. I would break even, so that does nothing for me. Move a ship, does nothing. Gain energy. Ooh, this is not good. So they have 1, 2, 3. So they will gain 3 energy. Do I want to spend 1 culture to gain 2 energy? They have 1 die left. Sure. Spend the culture to gain 2 energy. So I have 1 here and 1 up here. Their last die is diplomacy, which does nothing. Okay, I think I made the right call. My turn. Still rolling. Whoa. Still rolling 5 dice. We are currently winning with 2 points. So that's to this line here. To their 0 points. But that's going to change pretty quickly, methinks. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I think we're going to do economy twice. Boop, boop. And you know what? Let's just do it. Let's swap these 2, or use those to convert, and go for another economy to complete this. So when a planet is completed, ships go back to their corresponding galaxies, and then I'll get the card. Now this one says, maybe focusing is hard. It says move one of your orbiting ships to an equal number of another planet's orbit. This may colonize the planet. Move one of your orbiting ships, which is the track out here, to an equal number of another planet's orbit. Okay, so if we're at 4, then we can zoop another dude to a different card at 4, and that could instantly colonize the planet. Neat. So this will slide under here. There's like a little lineup nub thing. It's kind of cute. So we have that. So now whenever we roll this colonize symbol, utilize a colony, we can either upgrade our base or we can trigger that to move somebody to a different region. Alright, new one comes out. It's another economy planet. That's kind of crazy. Alright, so that is all 5 of my dice. Time for the AI again. Ooh, it was a good time for that, I think, because they advance all of theirs. And I don't have anybody on a planet. I don't have any culture anyway, so I won't be following any of these. Diplomacy does nothing. Yay. Move a ship. That does something. They have a ship now, so they move that one back up here. Culture. They gain 1 culture. And their last die is energy. Not good. 1, 2, 3 energy for them. 1, 2, 3 energy. Alright, so it's now the end of their turn. And what they do when their resources are at the top is indicated up here. When energy is at the top, they upgrade their empire. Yay. So their empire goes up to 1. So they now have 1 point. They do lose all their energy, which is good. But now, if they roll the colony action, then the rogue acquires 2 energy. So now colony is going to be helping their energy instead of just hindering mine. Alright. My turn then. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. I think you get 1 free reroll. Whoops. During your turn, you can reroll any number of dice you've yet to activate. First reroll is free. Rats. I was just thinking, man, this is a lot more difficult getting the things that you want than I remember. I'm good at stuff. Alright, so we get 1 reroll. That's good. Culture doesn't... would get us 1 right now. We can move a couple ships. Diplomacy's not going to do us any good, so we can definitely reroll that. Let's maybe try to move a ship. And we'll put this ship in orbit. You can have 2 ships like this, but you can never have 2 in the same orbit or 2 on the same planet. So we'll do that. Then we'll do the culture, because now we have 2 there, so we can gain 2 culture. That'll help us for following the other thing. I think we'll just re-roll this now then. Woohoo! There we go. That's wonderful. That's pretty much exactly what we would want. So we can advance this twice, which ties him there. And then we gain culture again, which is another 2. Up to 4. Nice. Your energy and culture caps out at 7. You can't have more than that, so you kind of still need to spend it as you go. Alright, so that is my turn. It's back to their turn. They gain energy. 1, 2, 3 energy. I could give up 1, but I'd only get 1 energy. I don't really think I need to swap those, so we'll just leave it. They utilize the colony. Oh, great. So they gain 2 energy for this. I could... Oh. So, following this wouldn't really help me, because it would cost me culture to follow, and that would put me at 3, and I need 4 to get to the next level. And while you can use energy or culture, you can't split them up. It has to be all from the same. So, that doesn't do me any good, because then I would have 3 and not 4. Alright, so we'll just keep going. Another one. Great. So thankfully, this doesn't trigger right away. It triggers at the end of their round. So anything beyond this will just be lost. Alright, so that was the colony. I still don't want to utilize that. They have 2 more dice to go. Oh, that's not what we wanted. So, since all of these are this economic, they advance on all of them. And they have completed this Marid planet. So they get this one. They don't get any other benefits for the planet. They just get the points. But that goes back to their spot. And we get another one out. Here's a diplomacy planet. Yes, that is that. I will... It's tough. Yeah. I will spend the culture to follow that economy there, just to hope that they don't get it on their last roll and I can get it on my turn. Of course. So, bad news, they got it on their turn. So this one advances, and this one advances, and this one advances. So they got there. I did not. My ships come back to my galaxy. Their ship goes back to their galaxy. They get the Umbra Forum. So they now are at 6 points to my 9 points. So I guess we're still doing okay, but I like having more things. And then there's no point in me following that because my guy's not there anymore. It's now the end of their turn. Since energy is maxed out, that will drop back down to 0, and they upgrade their place. So now they are at 7 points. They will roll 6 dice on their turn, and their power is that they steal a culture. Yay. That's just wondrous. Alright, back to me. I've got 5 here. Okay, so we got some interesting things, but I really can't do anything with this. Yeah, I'm just going to reroll all that. That's not much better. It is a little better, though. So we'll do energy first. That gets us 3 energy. Boop, boop, boop. Up to 6. Then we will use the colony and spend 4 energy. So this goes down to 2 to bump us up to level 4. So that puts us now at 10 points, and starting next turn we'll have 6 dice. Woohoo! Am I missing a die? I just realized I've got 6 roll dice instead of 7. There's one more in the bag. Well, we'll see if one of us gets there. Okay, so made it to that. This does nothing for me. This does nothing for me. This does nothing for me. I'm out of rolls. I could spend 1 energy per die to re-roll it, or I can just convert these two and set this to, what do we want? I think if I go for energy, yeah, we're gonna try to get our last ship here. I'm gonna go for energy to get 3 more. Puts us up to 5. So the hope is that on their turn they will roll the colony, and then I'll be able to follow it with my culture and then upgrade my colony to be able to have the extra ship. That is the plan. Okay, so over to their turn. They now have 6 dice, so that's all of them that I have out here. Let me check the bag real quick. Oh, no, that's black. Oh, there it is. Okay, good news. Found it. Alright. So they are rolling 6, and they're rolling 1 at a time. Move a ship. They can do that now. Do I want to follow and move a ship? That bonus isn't too much, but the points would be good. We've got a bunch of culture, so let's follow that and put this one here to start trying to colonize Nibiru. Nibiru? That planet. So we are going to attempt to colonize that one before them, mainly for the points, because the ability on that one is that enemies must pay 2 culture to follow, but they don't follow, so that doesn't really do us any good. But 7 points, I mean, we're only going to 21, and I'm currently at 10, and they are at 7. So, yeah, I think another 7 points would be good. Gaining energy. So they gain 1, 2, 3 energy. We don't need to gain 2 energy for 1 culture. Diplomacy. They now do have a ship on diplomacy, so that advances. I think I'm going to follow that and advance this one, because that's going to be a key for us. And we still have 1 in case they roll the colony. Gaining energy. Well, they're going to upgrade again. Man, that happened fast. Diplomacy again. I'm not going to follow this time. Come on, colony. Rats. Moving a ship. So they move this ship over to here. And now we have contention. Still don't want to follow it, though. Right. Yeah. So that'll be their turn. So since they have energy at the top, energy goes to the bottom. Their thing goes up. The game will end, and I lose if they make it to the top before I hit 21 points. or if their point total reaches 21 before my point total. So we're getting kind of close there. All right, 6 dice for me. Ooh, there's 2 diplomacy. That's good. Not quite the thing that I want. All right. Well, we're gonna do these 2 diplomacy for sure. There's no point in converting. You get one of these. We're just gonna re-roll this with our 1 free re-roll that we knew about from the beginning because we're good at remembering all the rules. Okay, so we'll do this diplomacy. Boop. And then I think at this point we do the converter. Even though it would be nice to get more culture, we'll do the converter to get this one, the utilize a colony, and we'll go for our base colony to improve that by dropping this from 5 to 0. We gain our other ship, and we are now at 12 points. Woohoo! Moving up. Kind of sad we didn't have another die, so we weren't able to send him out also. All right, but that's the turn. So they're still at 6 dice. Here we go. Move a ship. They don't move a ship. That's something. Gain culture. They gain 2 culture. Uh-oh. Diplomacy. Alright, so they settle this one. So now this goes back here. This goes into their points. This gets replaced. So they now have 7, 11 points to our 12 points. Oof, close. Do I want to follow diplomacy? Yes, I do. So I'll spend last culture to follow diplomacy. Alright. Here we go. They get energy. They're going to get 3 energy. Ooh. Culture. So they get 1 here. Normally, for players, you only get energy in your galaxy. For the AI opponents, or the rogue colonies, they can gain culture and energy in their galaxy. So they will get 1 for being out here and 2 for here, so that will put them at max for that. Not so good. Last one is moving a ship, so they're going to go start orbiting this other one here. Well, at least they didn't get more energy, but the action at the end of their turn for culture is to take a bonus turn using only 3 dice. Great. So this drops back to 0, and these 3 cannot be followed. Not that that matters, because I don't have any culture to follow with anyway. Move a ship. Oh, that does nothing, so that's good. Diplomacy. That's less good. So that advances here and here. And diplomacy. Wow. Can I roll that on my turn? Maybe not both of them, just one of them. Alright, so that was their 3 extra for maxing out that. Our turn. Come on, let's get 7 points this turn. There it is. Yeah, so we're gonna do that to guarantee that right away, so I don't forget about it and mess something up. So they get this back. We get this under here. Again, the ability doesn't really matter because they don't follow anything. That would just make following more expensive. So Let's do... Alright. We'll gain 4 energy because we're right here. And we may as well. Then... Did I already reroll? No, I did not. Yeah, because we got that right away. Alright, I think we'll re-roll. 14, 5's 19. Because if we can get another energy and colony, then we can win. That seems good. I'll just beat him now. There's the energy for 4, puts us at 7. And then we can convert these two to change this to activate a colony, which we can upgrade for 6, which puts us at 8, and 7 is 15, and 7 is 22. Woo! We did it. Well, that was pretty close on that one. Not really for points, because they were at 5, 7, 11 points. So they were still 10 away on points. These two were kind of close, but that would still be 4 dice to get those, and that'd be 8 more points. So I think the closest bet that they would have had would have been to end the game by capping out their stuff, because they would have gotten, like, if they rolled energy again, they would have had 3, and that would have put them up 1 more, and then potentially 1 more turn would have all that it had been taken. So we did it. Huzzah! And that is Tiny Epic Galaxies. It's the same thing as regular Epic Galaxies, it's just smaller. So we have these teeny tiny things instead of normal sized dice. But the game itself is exactly the same. And this game does come with the expansions, or the 2 mini expansions, or the 1 mini expansion. I can't remember. The Satellite and Super Weapons mini expansion. It's 1 expansion called Satellite and Super Weapons. Yeah, so that is it for this game, and we'll catch you next time. Success.